Spring is officially here. Yay. It's super windy today here in the middle of April, but we have a lot to show you. We've also had a pretty busy weekend. We got the terrace cleaned.
Which took forever.
Yes,
yeah.
And we added new sand. That's something we have to do every year. We took the weed burner down the path and got all those little tiny weeds up, or not up, burned.
That was super easy. And we have spring flowers, violas, going in containers.
A lot going on. We've also been dividing some plants, but the most important thing we've been waiting for, our tulips are actually flowering. So we have a lot to show you on our tour today. So let's get started.
Let's go. Okay, so the first thing we want to show you are these beautiful tulips. Oh, look at the bee. There's a bee in. Come over here and see. So they just today started to flower. Wow, that bee was crazy. And we have this mix of three different tulips that we got from a Danish company on an island called Bornholm. Really beautiful, if you ever go. And we had all these in containers. We put like around 45 bulbs in each container. And now today we woke up and we were so surprised. They started flowering here.
Yeah, those red ones started a few days ago, but then today we've had a sunny day.
So it's like 3 different shades. There's like apricot, peachy color. So the third variety is yet to come, but they really opened up today.
And this was also a mix named after Lars.
Yes, I was so honored. They contacted me, asked if they could make a tulip mix in my name. Can you believe it? I was very
Aren't
surprised.
they pretty? You can see why the bee goes after them. Here's one of my favorites right now this time of year.
And it's Pieris. It has these really pretty tips, but also just all year it's really pretty with the foliage there. But if you come over here too, if you have time, I'll show you this.
It's a pretty one in the pot.
Right?
What's showing me?
It's called Kaiserkrone.
Look at these.
You film it from under there. Ooh.
There's those 3 new ones. Can you hold it so I can go under? It's quite windy today.
But also because they you need to film from under there. It's really pretty.
And this is always reminding me of a Muppet. When we lived in Odense, it was an old farmhouse, 400-year-old farmhouse. Remember that one, Lars? Of course you do. The owners before us, she was from Scotland, and she had one of these in the garden that we inherited. And my goodness, it was so pretty.
And first one we saw it, we thought, ooh, what is this? Because we hadn't actually seen it before. It's really gotten more and more famous. We put more bulbs here because it grows from a bulb. But we also, the plan is adding some yellows to have a little orange yellow play here. But really we have to, I forgot last year, add a little stick so we know when they disappear, so we can add the yellow ones later on.
What is going on over here with this Dicentra?
One of my favorites. Look at these hearts here. Can you see them from there?
Yeah, let me get over there.
Still not really. Some of them are really coming out though, if you see here. Look at that one there. Really let me do there.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Wow. Really starting now, really like crispy looking. The foliage here is really, we have them in full sun here. You can also have them in shade. And they really come now, and they totally disappear later. So we'll have some perennials around that will cover the spot here. But
yeah, we have a white one up in the top of the garden.
That we'll show later. But also, we love blue perennials here, the Macrofolia Brunella.
Yeah, and the garden is almost sponsored by this guy because...
Yeah, Kaminnesøster we call it in Danish. But look, it's self-sowed. But it's easy to move away.
It's quite pretty.
And you want it more gone.
Well, I just think we have a lot of it.
Yeah, that's true though. This one is called Gemserod. It's a really pretty one. I love yellows, and it's on the border here because it flowers super early. I collected seeds of it, and they also sprout. I have way too many seeds in the greenhouse. And over here, right next to this, also another ta-da! Kaminnesøster here.
This one we like. I like this one.
Really at the or this one you like, but not the.
Well, this one because look how low it is, so it should go here.
That's
whereas that one is going to be eaten up by the lupines. See, are they behind them? If I can point.
Right over there. Yeah.
So as soon as they're up here in another month, they're going to completely destroy that little guy.
And this one also, it's called pleated lungewort. We also have them in blue, but the bees love this because it really comes early. And that's really a great also pollinator for plant as well.
Another early one is that pink one. Oh, there is a bee.
What's that bee?
Right there behind it.
Oh, there. Oh, look at. Oh, I don't want to disturb it.
And yet you poked your finger in
No,
it.
I did not. And this one, look at this one. If you come over here, I love also foliage that has two colors or like just. Because this one is, look at this cute pink
That's
here.
very pretty.
And this is actually, you can also, this is called pleated twittan. And you can, out in the nature, you can also like suck on the end here, and it has like a little honey taste flavor to it. It's really nice.
Okay, we should get some more snacks.
Right.
Apparently.
Cheap snacks. But and then here the other tulips, really, they really come. Finally, it's sunny here. We have had days with rain, and we were like really eager to be out in the garden. So and we have done a lot of weeding, so we need to go back for that again. So we can be finished with all that and just enjoy the flowers. Here another, look at the fransk anemone. Oh, come close to that one. I love these ones. That's also from a bulb that we placed, and they come back every year. Yeah. So right next to the fransk anemone is this one here that's starting to sprout. It's Stauder salvie. It's a white one, and it's just one plant. It's really crazy, and it's starting to sprout. Doesn't look like much, but later on we are showing you it's really gonna be stunning. Gonna fill up the whole space here. So it's great. We have something that's flowers now, and then this one will take over. But everything is just really coming with more heat and sunshine because we have had a bunch of rain. But also porcelains plums here, great for like the border here. Really will soon. Foliage is really great all year round, but it will have this really light, fluffy, almost like a cloud, like flowers here along the border. Native to Denmark, we have another one, really great one over here. It's called Tjernelke, and it really needs to be divided too.
Oh, that's massive.
Right, it's really, but look at that dark color here. That's all the new foliage coming. They will have stems of really pinkish, and what funny is the stem is super sticky if you touch it, and it's the plant that made it to prevent the ants to go up and eat from the flower buds. So it made like a natural
defense mechanism.
Right? Yeah, there we go. And we have, look at the primula here. Little ones.
That's a really tiny one.
And we have a bunch of the digitalis. I have to move it self-sowed here, and that's going to be huge. So that definitely needs to be moved more up in the back. All the big rhododendron is coming with good buds here that we sometimes trim it back if it gets too leggy here. And then it gets bushy. Right next to the
one of our
hydrangea there. That's going to be nice. Everything is just really popping. And I love this. Look at the foliage here from the rain. If you can come over here. How the raindrops just sits on the løvfod here. Those are really pretty. That's a low variety. You'll have like also fluffy little yellow. Pops of yellow here and there. It's really nice. I really like that. That's really good for a garden because it is really mixed here. So if you don't have a wallflower, this gyllenak here, you must buy one or plant one or sow them. They're super easy to sow from seeds. Would normally flower the second year, but look at this now. Full of these red flowers, and they smell really, really nice. So the trick is here when they finish flowering, because the job is of this, in general, flowers to produce seeds, and then they will die. So the trick is to trim them back when they flowered, otherwise they will set seeds, and most of the wallflowers, they will die. But these mother plants here have survived for 5 years, otherwise they just last one season. And here in Denmark it gets quite cold, so they will die back. But this I just trim back, and then it will be, ta-da,
it's a very
ready
pretty
again,
one.
right?
And over
Next to the, the lamb's ear. You like that one too, right?
I do, until it goes out of hand. So right now we've cut this one back a lot here at the end of winter.
But it will have like these light purple flowers, and what you were really good at, deadheading everything there.
Oh, thank you, Lars.
Midsummer, or like the...
Yeah, so, like all summer? I think that's what you mean.
Yeah, I was like, when did we do it? But yeah, it was all summer. And the Astilbe here, I also like that the foliage is so different. So it's not all green. And the Fredløs here, really it's called Firecracker. It's really pretty. It will have yellow flowers, but really spreads over there. And next to, look at all these that we also placed. We just tossed a bunch of bulbs in this area here, and they are really open too.
Yeah, these are from another
Danish company.
Yeah, that has wanted to work with Lars on his through his social media.
Yeah.
So really excited for that. And look at these.
Ah, look at the bee over here. Sorry.
I don't know if I can get over there that fast.
That's the Perennial.
Hold on, everybody. Here we go.
Oh, look at it, busy. I'll move away. Look at it.
That's nice.
Crazy, you can be so excited about a bee and a flower, right? I know. But these ones are really, it's called Grape Ice.
So pretty.
Really nice. So we kind of put them a little bit in groups and a little bit mixed. But it's from a company that's also, like with my accent, I'm from a certain area in Denmark where we speak Jutlandish.
Yeah, so to explain that, Lars is from basically like I'm from Georgia in the US, so he would be from the south.
From really the south.
Southern Denmark. And
That's why we say moin all the time.
And they have a dialect that normal Danish people don't really understand. So it's different than just an accent. It's a whole, like words are completely different.
I have my secret language.
We also have, we told you we had another bleeding heart.
Oh yes, over here. Look at that one here.
I'm coming.
Oh, look at the hearts here.
Ooh, it's windy.
Can you see it?
With the white, that is really nice.
It's not so old. It's really, this is the second year we have it. We planted it as a bare root, and it's really doing well. It's up here mainly in the shade, semi-shade.
Well, it gets that afternoon sun.
Yeah.
The other one gets morning sun all the way through the day, more or less. This one only gets evening or, afternoon like we are now.
And look at all, this is quite high. We were still debating yesterday, I think. But this is like a Delphinium. It gets super tall here, but it has it's a very special pink one. And it's so nice. So it's really close to the border here, but yeah, we'll keep it here for now. We will see if it stays. And another one, I know it's also the Camino sister, but look at this one. It's called Jack Frost. Just look at the foliage here. And this I collect seeds of because
a lot of people like this one too. This is
great for borders.
Yeah, when we go to plant markets, this one's a really big one. Speaking of seeds that we've collected, what you got in the pods, Lars?
Okay, so here's some of the Helleborus here that we have planted, and look at that. Look. Alan is like, when can I walk past here on this back terrace?
It's just hard to weed.
Right, but look at
hard
this.
to keep the terrace clean. Yeah, they're
so,
really pretty.
and all these you wonder, okay, where do they go? Is he crazy? But it's for, we have plant markets here very soon coming up. Here in May we'll have 2, and then we have open days. People will come and visit the garden and get some plants home. So it's
So we have a whole greenhouse full of stuff, but it is for the plant markets and the flower markets that we go to.
Because we have no more space. It's
no.
tough getting anything in.
No.
Can I show you this one over here real quick?
Sure. Where are we going?
This one here, right here.
Oh yeah.
This one is watermilk. Again, I love it. Has these lime yellow flowers, but also the foliage is so cute. It was tiny last year, so we didn't really get to enjoy it, but look at that one. Also, you get this pop of color now, and it's still getting green. Next to the Toscam one, that foliage is nice too, but that's a self. So
and this is everywhere too, I remember.
So,
yep,
but the great thing
see
about
it. Now I remember.
yeah. But the great thing about, in my defense, is these ones easy to dig them up, and then I can have them bring some for the garden days.
Let's see if that happens.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
Right. So here we have more tulips, and also the Perennial in a different variety here, a little double color here.
That's really nice.
Really pretty, right?
But why only one of those? You think it's...
Yeah, we mixed them. I think
Yeah, but
there's more
only
coming down
one?
here.
Let's see.
Yeah. And then a bunch of Agalaia here. I love the foliage here. Next to this, that really, I love it, just crawls out the Helleborus krybende. So it's like a creeping Helleborus here. It will have blue flowers very soon. And this also dark foliage, one of the newest comers in the garden, is Jakobstige Stairways to Heaven, but in almost black foliage.
Yeah, that's nice.
And behind that, I bought on an island while we were on holiday for Easter last year at an ice cream shop.
A Danish island, we should.
We found,
not like Tahiti.
No, a Danish island. We found this called Skumblomst. Really pretty. Just love the flower. So you have to see that next time. Hopefully it's in flower.
Our raised beds are busy. Everybody's doing
Also,
really well up here.
Yeah, they are, right? Because so we have a lot of the sedum here, the Sankt Hanswort, that we repotted for the garden days, and see really how it turned rusty. This frame here we added against like like snails. So they can stay away. We also still have the copper tape, so we'll keep that. And then later on, the dahlias are being in pots now, and then here in beginning of May we will add those out and have explosion of color. So we're super excited for that. A little steenbrak in flower here.
Yeah, this one's coming.
That's
Look
also
at
really.
that.
It's also called elephant ears here because it has these. Looks like elephant ears. Really big ones.
Tiny elephant.
Everything is just coming. Also another, this is a blue, really light baby blue, Delphinium. Oh, and the copiale. I love the foliage. Look at that one.
Let me see if I
Pink
can
one
get a
here.
picture.
That's a pretty one.
Yeah.
So everything is just really coming really nicely. We have some grasses over here. We try to sit to kind of hide it.
Yeah, we'd like them to
compost a
hide the
little bit.
compost there.
So that ideally should be coming.
Also to hide all the grasses that Lars has divided
Yeah. Oh, back there. Yeah.
and has ready to sell. More pots back there behind the raised beds.
That's the ones. And we placed some more here, some more, because last year we had a lot of aphids coming in now. We love lupines. So we trimmed them back thinking, okay, we tried and washed it off, we tried
We tried
brown soap,
everything. We
everything.
didn't try chemicals,
No.
but we did try soap. We tried everything, and it was just a really dry summer is what we boiled it all down to. We couldn't get rid of them.
Yeah.
And we were going to visit my family in the States, so we just chopped them down, dug them up,
I
and we're
should
starting
never
all
have done
over.
that. So now we
Well, you
planted
know
new
what?
ones.
We did what we had to do.
We
That's-
learned from our mistakes. But anyway, we planted some new ones, sowed some more. We have a bunch in the greenhouse, and also added some like a masterpiece, really dark purple and a salmon star.
A masterpiece.
Yeah, it's called masterpiece.
Oh, it's called a masterpiece. I thought you said you made a masterpiece.
Your face was like, what?
I was like, what?
You should have seen his face. What?
I thought you meant
it's good.
centerpiece.
No. It's called masterpiece.
Masterpiece, okay.
And we have salmon star, a new variety. Super excited for that. We've also seen it at Klaus Dalby's garden, and he has. That's really. I hope
Well,
it's-
if Klaus has it.
Right, yeah, we hope we will have the same. This is also really nice with the foliage. It's called small hearts, like small yet. Reminds me a little bit of the Dicentra. Also flowers here early, and just is really nice. Next to all the, right over here, we'll have also like, almost like a bell. It's also native to Denmark. You really loved it. It's called a blæresmille.
Oh, yeah.
And it had like a little...
The
almost
bladder
like
plant.
Yeah, bladder plant. That was like...
Next to pots that are going to go in.
This is Achille, but alpine is like a blue purple one. We got some bare roots from that Blomster Verden, and some of them are going in together with bare roots lupines that will flower. Instead of I sow it from seeds, I have to wait for next year. The bare root perennials will flower already this year, which is great.
Our tree is still not here. Ta-da! Trampoline is gone. The tree is, what did we hear last week? As soon as they can put it on the truck.
Yeah, because apparently it's huge. So stay tuned for
Very excited
for that one. Some more here at the border. We have some more pleated twitter, and they're just, gets allowed to be a little bit wild. So later we can trim it back. And also some Helleborus here that's still really dark color. And they will start having seeds here, and they will self-sow everywhere. The ants will also move them around. So that's really great. And next to some low sedum here, the 9 bark will be nice. It's already
Coming into leaf.
That's nice,
Yeah.
right? And
The
what else do we have?
hyacinths, those are new, smelling great. A lot of them are inside in vases.
We have some liam over here. Look at those coming here. And some more. After I started work as a gardener instead of a kindergarten teacher, I really fell in love with the grasses. So we also purchased some that they have there at work. It really gives a lot. They stand a long time. Next to also, again, Agalai, but also geums. There's some banana daiquiri. We have a bunch of red ones, and also the Mai Tai will come. And look at this one here, next to a weed. Oops, there we go. Look at the both the Agalai, but also the Liatris. They're coming up. Those purple spikes, I love them.
I hope the bees heard you because they love those.
Yeah, right. Another Libellus here.
We are losing the sun.
It comes and goes.
Oy.
Better for.
This
me
is
to
a pretty
show.
one.
That's a nice one. Really covers here. Also has blue flowers. We purchased some like in white and a pink one this year. I'll show you when
Did
they
we?
in flower. Yeah, we did.
Uh.
You just forgot. We did.
Welcome.
And we have some anemone here.
That's
Really
really
cute.
pretty.
They're also nice here. Oh, the geums are really coming. Okay, I think
Yeah, they
that's
do
a
come
banana.
early.
Yeah.
They'll be here by May-ish.
And another wallflower here very soon.
Ah, this is new. Let's stop here.
Oh, that one,
this
yes,
one's
sir.
new. You just told me about this morning.
Yeah. I'm
Because this
planting
was
that
where
out.
my Salvia virida was.
Oops.
And he asked if I wanted it back.
but
And I
look at
said
that,
yes,
that's
but
a
he planted this.
Blå lungwood, really good for the bees. But I might move it a little bit. I totally forgot because the Salvia viridis.
It did really well here. So I
Oops,
I
I just
think we
forgot. I will, but that's the great thing about perennials. You can move them around. Oh, and over here, look. Whoops. There is the
Where am I going?
salmon stars or lupines over there. It's coming there together with some delphiniums. And just over here we have the wallflower in a whitish, should be whitish color here. We trimmed it back. It got really leggy, but it's really compact.
Yeah, and we
so-
just trimmed it back a month ago.
So that's really coming. And another ta-da surprise. Come in, sister.
Again, here it's not so bad. And this time of year it's not so bad. It's when other things start to come in. We agree? We
but
see, I just ignored. Do we agree?
Sorry, I looked at the flower there. Sorry, that's me. Because I saw this primula here really, really pretty here. And everything is just coming. Another tjernellige. Just things are really sniphude. There's so many things coming up. Every day new flowers.
And here's some of those violas that we added next to the hostas coming up. And the greenhouse. What you doing, Lars?
Oh, sorry, I was just
hiding more plants from me?
no, but because it's really shady here, so we have some also violas just here that still get some sun, and then some Astilbe I was thinking putting here would be pretty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We also have our bags ready for the compost.
Yeah.
Our
and the greenhouse.
terrace
Oh,
cleaner.
We have
Obviously,
a
we're
bunch.
not quite finished
We was
cleaning the
actually just
terrace.
starting
The
to.
one in the back.
Let me move this so you can even get in here a little bit on my. Oops. I look like a plant hoarder, right?
Well,
Just repotted some things, but do come in. Even here, like, did some cuttings of my butterfly boccia tree there. We have bunch of lupines coming here that we have grown from seeds. Höst anemone here, that's really great, that we just divided. We have some løvhale over here in pots. Everything is just been divided, and things are really growing. I'll show you look at the lupines here. I love
these
how
are the bare roots we did, right?
Yeah, and look how I just love the foliage too. Of course, the flower too when they come. But
What about some of our winter sowing? How is it? faring?
I'm a little bit behind with just repotting, so I'm super busy these days. As you can see, like here they have to be repotted. Some of them can be in groups, but definitely lupines because they get that long, almost carrot-looking root. They like to be in pots by itself. So a bunch of things are just coming, like Jakobstie.
The good news is our seeds
Shoo.
have come up.
I just need time to
Yeah.
repot it.
Yeah.
Everything's just like, and also Rollicke here, just a bunch of things. Look at this one, Brændende Kærlighed, looks like.
That's such a nice one. We don't have that out in our garden.
We do have it outside in the garden. It
Do we?
gets a big ball of red.
Yeah, I know what it looks like, but where is it?
It's out there, I can show you afterwards.
It's out
You
there.
can't really see it. It's actually right after, can you see the agalai there? And
Yeah.
then, if you stand there, I'll show you. Stand there, I'll point. It's right here. This group here.
Ah,
That's the Brændende Kærlighed. And it's very traditional cottage garden style in grandmother's garden and in ours.
okay, Lars said he only had 4 more to show us.
I just want to show
So
some
hold
of the
on,
things
everybody.
that's coming up. Some of them have been all cold sown, and some of them needed warm and cold temperatures to germinate. And especially this one is really, I like that. That's the liatris. That will have those purple spikes.
Very pretty.
And we have a verbena, the kæmpe verbena.
The big verbena.
And those will be just clouds of purple.
And these you just sprinkle right on top of the dirt.
Yeah, they need light to germinate. I have 5 trays of those. Oops. Next year I know I told Alan. Next year 1 tray. And we have hollyhocks in a cute pink ones.
Look at those.
Those.
Stockrose in Danish.
Stockrose, really cottage
pink.
style. But just not a double flowering one. course, it's easy for the bees to get in those, so we want them instead in the garden.
We're all about the bees.
And the dagøje, like a day eye, bleeding hearts, also just them, the germination has really been great again this year. Oops, way too many seeds. So
maybe not too many. If we can get them all potted on into smaller pots, and if customers come and buy.
Ooh, this one is yours.
If the market has a lot of participants
Sorry,
this
I know
year.
I said 4, actually, these ones go. This is the one of
What you pulling out there, Lars?
Another, you know, we are people, so
I'm just
accidents
kidding.
happen, right? There was
I'm
another
just kidding.
perennial here. But this one you liked, cat teeth, catust.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Look at the folds coming here. The
That's
bees
a
really-
malva. It's really pretty.
And it flowered for a very
And
long
that's that
time.
purple, a little bit of white center. It's really
That's
nice.
the way, so. I could keep going, but yeah, we have a bunch.
So before we let you go, a lot of people have asked about the rosemary. You see it in a lot of our videos. It's sort of in the background. They've asked what we do with it. Do we take it inside? Do we take it outside? And the answer is, it stands here. It stands here all year, no matter what happens, no matter rain, which is usual, sun. Even in the really, really cold winter that we had, we bought it at an actual plant center. Usually we buy our basil, we buy our parsley, things like that at just a supermarket, and then plant those in the summer in the greenhouse. But this we actually bought pretty small at an actual planting center. So I don't know what type of rosemary, I don't know anything like that. But we placed it here in this terracotta pot.
Huge.
Yeah, it's really big. We placed it in this terracotta pot. We can't move it because the pot has major cracks in it. The soil in here, just so everybody knows, is really, really bad. It's full of rocks, it's full of sand. So bad for other perennials and plants, but really great for rosemary. Super, super great drainage. It flowers every year. If you can come over here, Lars, you can see that it's already going into little flowers everywhere. Where is it? Ooh, all these little blue things. So a plant that flowers is always a happy plant. We cut it back as we want to. We don't follow a schedule. Of course, in the winter, it gets used for cooking a lot more because it's great with like roasted vegetables, all Thanksgiving, Christmas menus like that. But
You use it the most.
I use a lot. I love rosemary anyway. But yeah, just to let people know, we don't do anything with it and it has survived. So take that for what you want. Another thing I'd like to show you is the wisteria right behind us. We just got back from the USA, visiting my family in South Georgia. And Lars showed a bunch of that on his Instagram. The wisteria that just grows wild. Oftentimes people, they would plant it outside of their houses and then they would move, or the old farmhouse would get torn down and now that's just woods. So you'll just see it climbing up and down trees, just growing in the wild. Here we have to invest a lot of money in it, put a lot of time into it, give it a lot of care and love, but the blooms, you can also get my Paw Patrol Band-Aid.
Oh, wow.
We have a child. So yeah.
Oh, look at those. And we really pruned those nicely.
So we have a lot of, you know, the leaves are coming in, the big purple buds are also coming in, so it'll be ready here.
Prince flowers.
Usually end of April, 1st of May, this guy should flowers. And this, we're gonna have the most flowers that we've ever had. And as I've mentioned before, it's an old grapevine. That's sort of the skeleton that you see. We just sliced it off at the bottom, and then we're growing the wisteria up and around and in and through it. So super duper duper excited. Yay! So, well, that was the tour for today. Thank you so much for joining. We've officially lost the sun, so I'm glad you were here while it was sunny. Thanks so much for watching. We've got some more violas to get done, and we should do that now, Lars.
Let's do it. Okay, thank you. Moin.